Hey all, so we're doing a really quick kind of a stopgap video just to fill it in while I'm finishing editing the other one. We are doing a Grassroots video, so this is back where we were when I first started the channel. We are down at the cabin and just heading down to the lake. So this is the lake at the back of the property. It's an absolutely gorgeous spot. There's a Jake again.
Can you at least give me some warning that you're going to take a video?
Nah. So we're here down at the lake. This is really just an excuse to open some more mega, but we're away for the weekend and I wanted to make sure that there was some sort of video that I put up while I take my time editing the next one, which I'm really excited about. It's our artist hunt. It's a new series we're doing. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm going to open up some mega, see if I can find anything while we're here. So this spot here is, it's a family property. I've explained it in the past, and you know, it's been all of like 4 months since the channel started, but at the time I started the channel, we were away, we were living between houses while we were moving. So we were sort of couch surfing. Most of the time we were sort of spending at mum's during the week. But on weekends we were coming down here to the property, and so this is sort of where the channel started. It was sort of a bit something to do while I was, you know, filling in time and everything. So yeah, absolutely love this spot. It is absolutely gorgeous here, as you can see. But yeah, so I filmed a couple of videos down and quite a few shorts down by the lake down here, and quite a bit sort of in the cabin itself, which is, you know, the building we have on the property. But yeah, it's just an absolutely gorgeous spot. I have to be careful. I can't just throw my cards around randomly like I normally do. So I'm trying to stay a little bit neat with this. I'm absolutely loving this set, but I've managed to be really lucky with what I have opened, because I haven't opened, I don't think, a huge amount, probably maybe about 100 packs, but hey, I think I need that Mega Gardevoir full art. But yeah, the problem I have at the moment is that I've got most of the base set, and you know, there's not a huge amount other than hit cards that I need, which means it doesn't really work as something that I can open through the pack a day videos. So this is my excuse to open some without it sort of having a need to be anything in particular. So we'll see how we go. And somehow with my like fantastic system here, I've managed to get the hit cards and the rubbish going in the same place. So I might have to sort that in a second. But yeah, the video I've got coming up is it's an artist chase. So basically we're going through and opening a bunch of packs looking for art by a certain artist, and another Bomberstone EX. I already have multiple of these, and yeah, so we're looking for cards by a certain artist, and we're sort of going to talk a little bit about their art style and all that kind of thing, and then also look at, like, you know, some other cards that we like in different sets, ones that I would like to pull, which was actually a little bit bizarre when I was doing the opening, because there was a lot more than I expected that I managed to hit out of those. It was actually a really, really fun pack opening. As you can see, it is a bit of a breezy day, so if there's any odd jumps, it's probably me having to stop for a minute to make sure I'm pinning anything down that's a little bit loose at the time, because cards, little light flimsy things. Hey, Shedinja. I think this is, no, I do need that one. It's the Ninkara. I don't know. There's one that I've got multiple of and one that I don't have of the two, but I've got it in Japanese. So there we go. I would normally put hit cards up on display, but I'm not going to do that today just because it is a bit windy and I don't want them to all go flying. Wind settled for a second, so we can keep going. I have got Jake here as well, so he was just going over and grabbing a rock to help me pin down the rubbish box and make sure that things aren't about to go flying. So yeah, I can't remember if it's a Shedinja or the Ninkara that I have multiple of. I'm now thinking it might be the Shedinja, but you know, it's at least more for the trade binder. I was super lucky finding these packs last night. So I was I'd heard that there was some at Target, and I was also after the Derniest promo at JB Hi-Fi, which they finally got at my local, like a week after most of the other places had it. So we went down to go and pick up the promo, and yeah, to go and grab a couple of packs from Target, and they've got a 2 per person limit. And I was sort of like, oh, I'm hoping I might be able to get, you know, 4 packs I was hoping to get 10 packs, sorry, all up, but was only able to get sort of the 4. I'm pretty sure I need that one. So yeah, so I'd grabbed 4, and then we went over to JB Hi-Fi, and I was going to go to the Cardbot and get some Inferno X, but not JB Hi-Fi, went over to EB Games, because Jake was like, oh, we'll go see if they've got the discount table, because Jake loves the discount closed table at the front. And
that was a good idea.
yeah, it didn't really work in his favour. So they had a cancelled order that had come through like 20 minutes before. So I was actually I was offered a full booster box. Someone's going to hate me because I actually knocked back the full box and said, can we actually just open it? Because I'll grab 10 packs out of that. So I got 10 packs and then actually got a couple of other bits and pieces that were in that order as well. That got cancelled. So it was just purely luck, purely timing. That's the Xerneas that was... there's a stamp version of it from JB Hi-Fi. Most places will be sold out, but you know, you can always check your local JB on the off chance that they've still got them. You just need to have ordered some Mega from them already. Most places are checking for receipts, so that's kind of the downside. But there was a big mix-up apparently at head office where they were supposed to be going straight through, and they were supposed to be there basically for the release, and they were supposed to be sent out with pre-orders of the Mega Evolution stuff, but there was some sort of communication issue. Someone didn't know that they were coming or something, so they just like were absolutely halted for about 2 or 3 weeks after another Mega, another EX. So they were just halted for like 2 or 3 weeks after it released. Where are we now? 2 weeks, a week or so, 2. Something like that. They were halted for a while after they were released, but they've come out more recently, and yeah, losing track of time. So apparently this is actually available in the UK now, so there might be another influx of videos. I'd sort of held off doing too much on it because I was noticing there are just so many videos on Mega around at the moment. It's a great set, like it's a fantastic set, but I kind of am trying to look at doing some things that are outside of just the, you know, standard sets that are around at the moment, as well as some that are just pack openings. And that, because it makes it a bit more interesting, and it gives people a bit of variety to watch, so it's kind of not just everyone providing the same thing and getting lost in a bit of a sea of Mega Evolutions videos. But I've also got my mystery pack video was sort of due up in the next week or 2 as well. So I was aiming to have the artist video and the mystery pack video about a fortnight apart and sort of have them alternating, but that might not happen. Doesn't really matter if it doesn't happen. Yeah, nothing in that pack. So I've had a few hits so far. Was hoping for a little bit more, so I've got 4 of the sleeves. All right, so these are from the 4 sleeve packs. So these are the ones that I got from Target. Usually have pretty good luck in sleeve packs, but there's only 4 of them, so you know that could just be, you know, it's always going to be a bit hit and miss. So yeah, so this spot absolutely stunning down here. I'm hoping that the lights playing friendly on the cards and everything. It's a little bit hard to see in the phone because it is quite bright out here at the moment. The sun's sort of a bit in and out right now, but thankfully it's not raining, because it is supposed to be raining at some point this week, today I think, which would be fun because we're traveling back with a trailer. Yeah, so we need to travel back tonight, and we've got a fridge that's going on the back of the trailer, so I'm hoping that it's not going to be too wet when we're driving, but you know, it is what it is. So it's an absolutely gorgeous spot here. I love spending time here. There we go. That's one of the Okobo arts, which is the one that we are featuring in our first artist feature, which will be no surprise to anyone who hears me talking about Okobo all the time, because I really, really do like their art. I have not hit the shuckle from this set yet. I have not hit that rare candy previously. Oops, apparently I forgot to do the code card on that one. So I desperately want the shuckle, and actually need a couple of copies of it because I'll need one for my artist set as well as one for the master set. The master set for this, it's weird. I'm somehow further through the master set on this than I am on pretty much any other set that I've done. And I've opened so much more of some of the other ones, but somehow this one is, yeah, the one that I've made the most progress on. So that's a bit weird, a bit fun. At least it's sort of one that seems to be fairly easy. And I think the next one that comes out, the Phantasmal Flames, is supposed to be even easier potentially. I don't know what the hit cards are going to be like in that, but that one's supposed to be, you know, a fairly easy one because it's, I think, the smallest set that they've had in, I can't remember how long it is, but it's sort of, I think it's smaller than any that they had in Scarlet and Violet era. I'm not sure about Sword and Shield. It might even be smaller than any they had in Sword and Shield as well. I can speak right now. But it's only 90 cards in the base set, and then your illustration rares and whatnot on top of that. So the Black Bolt and White Flare were sort of similarly small, but they were so massive in the art cards and whatnot. There wasn't a huge amount in that, so I do have a backup booster bundle. So I was sort of going to keep this aside. If I had a particularly good hit out of the other ones, I was going to maybe try and be good and not open it, like that was ever going to happen. But the sun's gone, so the lighting might actually get a little bit more even for a minute. So it is fairly overcast today. We just managed to find a nice sunny spot in there. So hopefully the lighting's not going to be too inconsistent through the video. But, that's kind of the gamble you take when you're filming outside. But, nope, nothing in the first pack. I've had a lot of fun opening Mega, so it's a really nice set. It's the arts are gorgeous. I really like the more textured and sort of more vibrant EX cards. I sort of didn't love them at first when I was sort of first looking through the set, and it's grown on me, and I think that happens with pretty much every set these days. It's like, I wasn't going to do much with XYZ, and now I've got a master set going. Don't know how much of them I'll actually master or how much I'll just sort of collect as much as I can, but at least aiming to complete the base collection or the base set for each of them. But even Destined Rivals, which was the one that I was just not going to bother with at all, I'm now, a fair way into. Still got quite a bit to go on that one, but at least that's good because it gives me something else that I can rip into with a reasonable chance of actually finding cards that I need, which I just kind of completely missed the boat on Mega for that. So, but yeah, so I'm trying to think what else there is to sort of really fill in on at the moment. This property is gorgeous. I'm going to keep saying that because I absolutely love being here. We've not been able to get here for a while because of moving house and that, but we actually needed to come back and collect some of the stuff that we had left here anyway. So that was sort of our excuse for coming down. I've also got a friend that I need to go and stop past and catch up with because they have some Gem 3 for me that I'm picking up. So that's going to be happening later tonight. I think they're on their way across to the other side of town. Like they've got like a 3 or 4 hour drive to get there. Poor thing, to go and collect their supply. So they're probably on the road at the moment, and we'll be picking that up later tonight. Sorry, that was a wind interruption, but yeah, so we're going to go down and meet that friend and pick up the stuff, and that's going to be the next live stream that we're doing is going to be opening up a bunch of Gem 3, so that's going to be fun. Got a Latios EX. I still need the Manectric. That's the only EX I still need out of this set. The one good thing about where we're sitting is I actually hear the wind when it's on the way through the trees. So I get a little bit of warning if I need to pause for a minute. So I'm half listening out for that. But yeah, so Gem 3 is going to be the next live stream. That should be sometime in the next week or two. Just depends when we're organised. But we're sort of getting out of my old place. This has been the most protracted move in existence. We have settled. We've got our 4th house settlement for the year on Friday. So, and that's not because buddy popping. I might already have that one too. That's not because we're rich or fancy or anything like that. But we've had my house had to be transferred from my ex's name, where it has been for many years, into mine, so that we could then sell it. To buy this place. Jake had a settlement with his ex, which had been again like quite a protracted, delayed thing as well. So yeah, and then we've had the settlement on the house that we're living in now, and then we finally have the settlement on selling my place, which is why we need to finish cleaning that out this week. And yeah, so once that's done, hopefully we can actually just move on with our lives and be settled and be in one place and be in a home that is going to be a forever home, because I do not want to have to go through moving again. But no, the place that we're in is fantastic. It is absolutely perfect for us. And yeah, very excited about living there for the rest of our lives. And last pack is bringing us nothing. So there we go. That was fun. Hope you've enjoyed my ramble. And thank you very much for joining us in this absolutely gorgeous spot. and we'll see you again hopefully soon with the artist hunt video. Catch you later. Bye. So this is the other thing that comes with being out on a property.